Okay, here we go. Mix 94.7 KMCH, our guest of the day segment with us this morning. Rob Bush, EDCO Superintendent. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Well, last school board meeting before the school year officially starts.
Correct. Going to be up and running here in no time.
All right. Well, I'm a big, probably the top item on the list from last night, talking about that bond issue, and you approved some language for that.
Yeah, the attorney gave us kind of the official language to get rolling on that. So now you'll start seeing petitions around the community to bring that to vote on November 2nd. We'll probably, again, encourage voting beforehand, absentee voting, to make sure everybody has the chance to put their opinion in, whether we should move forward with the bond issue or not. So exciting times. There's a lot of work to be done before November 2nd.
All right. Talking about that return to learn item. Well, I tell you what, let's get to that in just a moment. Remind everybody what that bond issue is all about and what's going to be happening going forward if that's approved.
Probably the main thing is we're looking at the heating, cooling, or heating mainly over at the elementary hasn't been updated since the early 90s, I guess. So about approximately 20 years. So our boiler and those things, the univents in the rooms are kind of getting beyond repair. As Tom Forkenbrock says, you can only rotate bald tires so often until you need new tires. And we're in the stage where we need a new heating system for the main part of the building over there. It will include, we're looking at, air conditioning for the building also, but in the grand scheme of thing is the heating or the heating for the building, the elementary building. At the high school, we're looking at improving our ag area, our ag and industrial tech area. So looking at building for the trades, which will probably move the business department and the art department out. So there's some more collaboration there, and a lot of kids going into that marketing field. So those three areas really tie together: the hands-on trades plus the business and marketing background, and then also using some of the computer skills learned in the art department. Also looking at our gyms are 1953 models, both the one in Colesburg and the one here in Edgewood. So we're looking at a larger competition gym in that. And we'd also move the drop-off and pick-off point off of the highway. So getting kids, so when they're being dismissed from school, and our buses bring some of the elementary kids over from Colesburg, trying to get that so we're not just right beside the highway and people aren't parking on the highway to pick up their kids after school and dropping them off before school.
All right. Now, mentioning that return to learn plan, no changes. You're going forward with what you have.
We're pretty well just the way we finished out the school year. So the governor, with her proclamation, schools can enforce a mask mandate. So we're moving away from the mask. Again, if families want to have their child wear a mask, we'll do everything possible to encourage that. But as a school district, we can't require that. We're going to last year we tried to space kids out for lunch and those types of activities. We're probably going to go back more to as normal approach this year until something happens or until we're directly different.
All right. Now, a couple of other quick items at your meeting last night. You approved an athletic trainer from the Guttenberg Hospital.
Yep, we're going to work with the Guttenberg Hospital. The trainer's going to come over for at least 2 hours every week. Also looking at, again, she's already working at Clayton Ridge a little bit, the Clayton Ridge School District, so we can't do all of her activities, but we're going to do a few that she's available for and just see how that goes to help our kids hopefully recover from injuries or prevent injuries. And again, something being used more and more school districts across the state and across the nation to, again, help kids, I guess, perform better and be safer.
All right, and bids for a new bus.
We did receive a grant earlier this summer, but as we were getting some of the quotes coming in for the buildings, I got a little nervous, and so I wanted to we got the grant for $132,000 if we bought 3 propane buses, and the board thought, well, by the time the building project comes around, we probably should have these paid for and everything. So we're moving forward we're putting out for bids for 3 propane buses. So That will update our fleet. Every, I guess, route bus will now have seatbelts on it once we get the buses in. And if you know how COVID has treated everything else, it seems like there's delays on this. So the projections are that once we accept bids, the buses probably won't be here until March or April.
Okay. Anything else?
Again, appreciate your time of getting this word out to people, and appreciate all that you do for our advertising and getting the word about our activities for the school year out. So appreciate it.
All right. We appreciate that too. And here's to a great school year, huh?
Thank you very much.
All right. Rob Bush, Superintendent at EDCO, with an update, a recap of last night's EDCO school board meeting. We're going to continue here in